Hey there! Welcome to Touring History.
Yes, I'm Lane.
And I'm Dave.
And as
Today
Dave
is
said, it's
May
touring
4th.
history. It's May 4th. And yes, that means it's May the 4th be with you for the Star Wars crowd. But history doesn't care about your puns. History's got riots, disasters, viral marketing, and viral viruses all packed into a single day. Strap in.
So strap in. Here we go with
And
the
let's
birthdays.
That's right. We always start with the birthdays. Happy birthday to Audrey Hepburn, whose effortless glamour remains so untouchable. It's basically an international border that not even a real ID can get you access to.
Oh, and also and Lance
Last
Bass.
dance?
Yeah, Bance Lass. He's the guy who was named after a fish, the NSYNC member who has spent the last 20 years explaining to people that no, he's not the one with the ramen noodle hair.
Nah. And country icon Randy Travis, a man who's had more heartbreak than a Taylor Swift album without the obvious monetary payout. Sorry, Randy. Go date an NFL player and get back to us.
That's right. Oh, did you know that in 1776, Lane, Rhode Island became the first colony to renounce allegiance to Britain? That's Great
Oh.
Britain. Which big talk from a state you could jog across on your lunch break. Wait for me, Connecticut. I'll be there in a minute.
Yes, Rhode Island basically said, "Listen, England, you can't fire me, I quit." Rhode Island, the state that once led the charge on independence, now leads the nation in most overlooked on a map. No wonder their state motto is hope, as in, there's still hope.
Hope, hope. Hey, what happened in 1886, Lane?
1886, Dave. Well, that reminds me of the Haymarket Affair in Chicago. It actually exploded in Chicago. What
Oh,
started as a labor rally became a massacre after a bomb went off. And let's be clear, this is what happens when the American approach to a minor workplace complaint is call in the cavalry and bring some cannons while you're at it.
oh, and it's also how Chicago tends to clean up unrest. Hey, listen, if we can survive a fire destroying our whole city, why can we not take care of a little rabble, too? More cannons! Next, Al Capone. Next, the 1968 Democratic Convention. Next, Jane Byrne. I say, bring it on, baby. We're Chicago.
Oh man, as a Chicagoan, yes, that's all true. What about 1970, Dave? Anything happened back then?
Well, speaking of unrest, again, and how not to deal
Oh.
with it, again, Kent State University in Ohio. On this date in 1970, four unarmed students were shot by the National Guard during an anti war
Oh.
protest. Yes, not good. Nothing says freedom like turning a college campus into a live fire zone.
Honestly, it's as if the lesson of the 1960s was let's give everyone the right to protest, then use them as target practice when they actually do. Or deport them to Texas, where they can reside in the heat at a black ops site.
Oh, what happened in 2000, Lane?
I love you, Dave. That's what happened. May
Oh,
4th,
I remember that.
2000. The I love you virus sweeps the globe, infecting millions of computers. A digital love letter so destructive, it's basically a Taylor Swift singe that repeatedly says, I love you, followed by the refrain, and now your hard drive is gone.
And also the only virus that starts with I love you and ends with you'll never see your tax documents again. Along with thanks for Grandma Bessie's secret eggplant casserole recipe. Yum.
Yum. You know who loves that recipe?
Margaret Thatcher, because
I
in
think so.
1979 she became Prime Minister of England. The Iron Lady herself broke unions, privatized milk, and convinced an entire country to say, oh, no, thank you, to feelings.
Yes, Thatcher. Known as the Iron Lady because union busting badass bitch didn't fit on campaign posters.
So they tried. Hey, what happened
Right.
in 1945, Lane?
That reminds me of an equation, Dave. Coca-Cola's wartime campaign was have a Coke equals smile. Because apparently defeating fascism was best accomplished with corn syrup and a wink,
Oh,
along with chocolate bars and a pack of Luckies. And the Germans thought meth was going to give them an edge. Ha!
boy, were they wrong. More pervert and Klaus, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, please,
The
Klaus.
world's on fire, but you tried our beverage lately? It's the real thing. I want to be a real boy.
Ah, be a real boy. So 40 years later, Dave, are we
Yes.
still on Coca-Cola from 1945 to 1985?
It just keeps coming back. And speaking of Coke being Coke, the boys in the lab in Atlanta had this brilliant idea of how to mess with success by introducing a new version of a tried and true product. Ooh, that never happens. Can you smell it, Lane?
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
can.
Smells like failure. It comes in a new bottle, or can, as it were. Yes, in 1985, New Coke launched with Bill Cosby as spokesman, a sugary brown water concoction nobody wanted, and a spokesman. Well, we know how that one turned out.
A campaign so disastrous, it was like having the Edsel campaign launch with Hannibal Lecter behind the wheel.
Oh, Clarice, make the left-hand turn now.
This disaster-filled day is brought to you by Rise Donuts in Wilton, Connecticut, because when everything in history is bleak, donuts are the only thing that makes sense.
That's right. Handmade, small batch, and so pure, they could even make New Coke taste okay. Almost.
Follow at Rise Donut, show up early, and treat yourself before the next historical disaster hits.
Doc! 1959, back to our show. The first Grammy Awards are held giving musicians the chance to dress like Liberace and still lose to someone you've never heard of. And the winner is Puff Mantooth. Who?
Yes, it's the only award show where a turtleneck and a massive gold chain counts as formal wear.
Ooh, love that. What happened in 1904, Lane?
Oh, 1904. Everyone remembers that. The U.S. began building the Panama Canal because nothing says manifest destiny like cutting another continent in half out of sheer impatience.
Oh, that's right, Lane. The Americans love shortcuts and places to claim as their own. We built the damn thing. It's ours. Now get out of our way.
It's the American Canal.
American Canal.
What about 1927, Dave?
Oh, well, that's a good one, because on this day in 1927, the first Oscar nominees were announced, kicking off nearly a century of awkward speeches, forced standing ovations, movies no one actually saw, and categories that cause us to scratch our heads and say, what's the technical best lighting pole award?
What is it? That's right.
I don't know.
Let's move on to 1961. In 1961, on this day, freedom riders boarded buses through the South, risking their lives to challenge segregation. They faced mobs, violence, and arrest just so people could sit down where they wanted. Imagine having that kind of courage and then think about the last time you avoided a tough conversation by texting, I can't talk to you right now. Can I call you later?
Oh, I hate when I get those. You're never going to call. And finally, in 2003, Robert Stack, host of Unsolved Mysteries, died, which means the only mystery he couldn't solve was, why is there so much lint in my belly button? Come on, Bob, not even a clue in your will? Jeez.
So that's May 4th. Deadly riots, digital heartbreak, prime ministers who hate feelings, and just enough music awards to keep everyone fighting.
And Bob not telling us where my lint comes from.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow, unless a love letter crashes in our inbox first. Ooh.
Until then, stay incredulous.
Stay caffeinated. And
stay
historical.
historical.
Here we are again. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.